Good morning and welcome to the Tuesday Vibe. I'm your host, Valerie. On the Tuesday Vibe, we keep it real, we keep it personal, we keep it inspirational, we keep it motivating, and definitely we do keep it with the Word of God. Today we'll be keeping it real and a bit personal. We'll be talking about, does a parent's low self-esteem affect the child? Does a parent's low self-esteem affect the child or the children? You know you're about good vibes. What is your take? So self-esteem is a perspective or a view of how you see yourself as an individual. Yes, it does. It's a broad topic, so today we'll pick humility masking low self-esteem. You know, when you feel like you're humble, plain humble, but you are definitely just maybe masking low self-esteem. So what do we mean by humbleness masking low self-esteem? When your child and yourself, for example, are invited to a conference, yeah, very beautiful, and there are some people who you claim to be of high value. You go together and you are given a seat with your child at a high table, and you go, oh wow, my friend can take the seat who you think is more of value than you, and you end up even sitting at the back seat when you're supposed to take the front row, and your children will be asking, but why did you do that? No, stop masking your low self-esteem. Children should know the value of self. They are also entitled to that special treatment. Again, another example that we can give is you are at a school and you are told to give a speech, and you'll be like, oh, if you're swift, that why land. And unfortunately, your neighbor there maybe seems to be working in a radio station, or at a TV, and you'll be like, but you are given that opportunity. So your children will begin to think about themselves. There are certain people who are entitled to do certain things because they are talented, because Moses, when God chose him to go and speak on his behalf, what was the first thing? I don't know how to speak, Lord, I stammer. Like, you've already removed yourself. Tell somebody else who is able to speak. They can do a better job. Do you know what? You are definitely affecting your child esteem. They'll think, oh, because I stammer, I have got this disability, I'm not so good and fluent at English, it means I cannot do a speech, I cannot do an interview. You are playing a dangerous game into your child's esteem. So let's ensure to as parents, because our children actually imitate what we do, so they'll always be in fear. They're professionals, but Moses wasn't even trained to speak fluently, or he was stammering, but God chose him. That makes a whole lot of difference. So as parents, how do we handle our self-esteem? It really matters. Your children will know, no, I have value. Regardless, I need to work on this and that. I need to read more so that I can speak fluent. That will give them much confidence. So again, you can always, you are called as parents to come to a modeling contest for your daughters, and they say parents should come and model, and then you say, we can't do certain things, my body doesn't suit the model type. You are telling your child indirectly, like, there are people who need or designed to do certain things, and let the child discover themselves. Go do the modeling and let your child know, yeah, that's my mom. Confidence is key to your children. So as they are seeing the way you're confident, regardless of, society will always have these standards, like no model should look like this. So, but when you go there looking different, your child will be confident that I can still do this even though I'm different. Let your child have that self-value, self-worth. They set up a standard for themselves. The world can set them apart, but let's ensure we grow our children's self-esteem. Let's participate. Let's not look down on ourselves. Our children are taking after us. And we don't want a generation that has no self-esteem. We need them to come out as individuals. You have sports day. You say, parents to run. Awe ifwe. Mwasonte yakuna baneba. Baneba wane mwone kako. Tiba abuduka. Before we are heavy and all that stuff. Your children are taking that thing. And they'll be like, oh, you can't do this because you look a certain way. That is not true. Children should imitate us and say, no. If this person can do it, I can also do it. So let's make our children's esteem grow. There's so much in our children that we do not know, and that we'll be so amazed they can do regardless of how they look, how they talk, how they act. You thought, oh wow, this is potential. But as parents, if we fail to do this for our children, we are simply telling them there are certain things that you can do and that you cannot do, and that is a lie. So as parents, let's ensure and encourage our children always to make sure their self-esteem grows to that standard. And we'll have a better world if we have a lot of positive, self-valued, worthy children. We will have a very beautiful generation. Yes, so you have been listening to the Tuesday Vibe. And we are all about good vibes. Until the next Tuesday Vibe, please let's ensure that we help our children to grow into self-worth, self-valuable children. And we have a beautiful generation. I have been your host, Valerie. And we are all about good vibes.